Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a very exciting video that I saw on Katie Withrock's, I hope I'm pronouncing your surname right, Katie Withrock's channel. She has a list of 14 questions. It's called the Bookish Favourites Tag. So I thought, I have a lot of favourites, so we're going to do it. We're going to do it. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. We're going to start again. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a very exciting video that Katie Withrock put up on her channel, which is the Bookish Tag Favourites video. She has 14 questions, so I'm going to start with the first one, which is 5 books that define your taste. 5 books that define my taste is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is number one. Number one. I like this book series. Changed my life. This is the series that I started reading when I first started reading, and I still love it to this day. Next, number 2. These aren't in order, by the way, because I'm saving my favourite till last. Chestnut Springs is another one that absolutely defines my taste. I love Chestnut Springs so much. I'm yet to find a series that gives me the exact same feelings as Chestnut Springs. Nothing compares to Chestnut Springs. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. The third is ACOTAR. I loved ACOTAR so much. If I finished Throne of Glass, I probably would be saying Throne of Glass, but I'm only on the 4th book, so we're going to go with ACOTAR. Then, my 4th is Magnolia Parks. I have them somewhere over here. Magnolia Parks, but specifically these 3. The first one, the second Daisy Hates, and the second Magnolia Parks. These are my ride or dies. My ride or die books. And number 5, and everyone should know this. Everyone should know this. No one should be surprised when the words come out of my mouth. Boys of Tommen. Specifically, Binding and Keeping 13. The Boys of Tommen books is a series that never fails to amaze me about how amazing it is. Never fails to amaze me about how amazing it is. It's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. I have For Keeps tattooed on my arm. That shows you how much I love Boys of Tommen. Boys of Tommen is amazing. The whole series. Joey and Aoife's books are amazing, which are Saving and Redeeming 6. And then Taming 7 is Gibbsy and Claire's book, which is also amazing. But I just particularly love Johnny and Shannon's story, personally. I know loads of people's favourites are Joey and Aoife, but personally mine are Johnny and Shannon. So those are the 5 books that define my book taste. Number 2 is books you're obsessed with in different eras of your life. I love this question because I think we're so focused on like what books are new, what's coming out, what can we read, what can we absorb, but we don't take time to think about like the books that have stayed with us our whole lives and like have followed us through childhood up to adulthood. So my first one would be the Rainbow Magic fairy books. I'll try and insert pictures of them up here so that you can see. The Rainbow Magic books were like up until I was 10 or 11. Like the whole books are amazing. It isn't just the rainbow ones. They obviously have like, they have the rainbow fairies, they have like the animal fairies, the magic like there's so many different, but it's just the Magic Fairy series as a whole I loved as a child. Then I kind of stopped reading for a very, very long time. I didn't read much until I finished college. Like majority of the books I read between like 12 to like 22 or 21 were all college books or books I had to read for school. So like none of them really have defined my taste because I don't think about any of them. I mostly think about poetry I did in school and that's about it. So we have the Rainbow Magic Fairies, then we have Nothing for a Long Time, and then we get to like Colleen Hoover, which like it ends with Us. Verity would have been like my personality probably like 3 years ago, as well as A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Now I'm in my like romance lover era, so I'm in like my Chestnut Springs era, my Magnolia Parks, my Boys of Tommen, my Emily Henry, like they're my eras now. That's who I am now as a person, is Emily Henry, Jessie Hastings, Chloe Walsh, Elsie Silver, Hannah Grace. That's my now. Sarah J Maas, obviously. But that kind of leads me into my next question, which is favourite genres. So my favourite genres is romance. I do enjoy a thriller and a mystery and fantasy. I'm kind of getting into historical fiction a little bit, which is interesting, and literary fiction, which I didn't think would ever happen. I'm currently reading Beartown by Frederick Bachman, and that is a literary fiction book. So yeah, literary fiction is one that's coming up on the rise, but like, it's hard to pick a favourite genre, because like, a favourite genre to me, like, there's subplots. So like, I love cowboy romances. I do love a toxic kind of relationship. Like just messy vibes, which is why I like Magnolia Parks, I think, so much, because it reminds me a little bit of Gossip Girl. I know people hate when it's compared to that, but it is. As a person who loves Gossip Girl, like, loved it. I've watched it about 6 times. Next would be my favourite authors, which is kind of similar to what I said about the different eras of my life, which would be my top. I'm going to do top 5 like favourite authors that like I'd buy their authors. My top 5 favourite authors of all time would have to be Jessie Hastings, Elsie Silver. It's so hard. Emily Henry, Chloe Walsh, and Hannah Grace. Yeah, they're the 5 I'm going to stick with. They're my top 5 favourite authors. Everything they write, I'm obsessed with. I love. Their worlds are amazing. The worlds they build, the characters they build, it's just amazing. If you have not picked up a book by any of these authors, you absolutely need to. Now, my favourite form of reading is question 5. I am becoming partial to a Kindle. Nothing beats a physical book, I'm not going to lie. It has to be paperback, though. I will never ever read a hardback. Has to be a paperback. But, so I'll do paperbacks throughout the day, during the day. Then when it comes to like 10, 11 o'clock at night, that's Kindle time. Audiobooks are okay. I wouldn't be a huge fan of them unless it's an autobiography or a memoir, because I find it hard to listen to a story narrated, because it's not the way majority of the time, it's not the way I imagine the way the characters sound. Listening to spicy scenes, I can't. If you can do that, fair play to you. You're a lot stronger than me. But I do think nothing beats a paperback. But if I had to pick a second, that would be my Kindle. Then we have a favourite book characters. I can't think of how many I have off the top of my head, like numbers wise, but I'm just going to name them out. Magnolia Parks is a favourite for me. Willa Grant is another favourite. Winter Hamilton is another favourite from Chestnut Springs. I love Pip from A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm looking at all my books. I love Shannon Lynch, Aoife Molloy, Claire Biggs. I love, January from Beach Read. I love Nora from Book Lovers. And I'm going to cap it at a 10th one. And I'm going to I'm trying to pick one from all the books I have next to me. Probably Hallie, actually. Hallie from Daydream is another personal favourite of mine. They're the 10 characters that like I resonate with the most. I don't know why. I'm going to add a special number 11, even though we said 10, but we're going to add an 11th because I just thought of someone. Nesta Archeron. I know a lot of people are not going to be happy about that. I know a lot of people don't love Nesta. I personally relate to Nesta a lot. And if you don't like her, that's completely fine. But to me, the growth that Nesta has in the books is unmatched. Like, people say they want complex characters. If you're looking for a complex character, there's no one more complex than Nesta Archeron and Winter Hamilton. Winter Hamilton is so complicated in ways, but then when you get to know her, you know she's not complicated. She's just, they're just amazing. That's my favourite book characters, is those 11 women. And I love how I said favourite book characters. It doesn't say female or male, but love how my mind went to all the females. I just think females, we talk about the males enough, lads. We talk about the book boyfriends enough. We need to give the book women some opportunities. I can give you some men, if you'd like some men. There's too many of them to count. Zayden Ryerson, Julian Hates, Kate Eaton, Jasper Gervais, Nate Hawkins, Johnny Kavanagh, Joey Lynch, Jared Gibson, and I'm trying to think of more now. I have 8 so far. I should have probably came into this. Reese is kind of going down in the list for me lately. He's not kind of staying at the top. I love how it's a lot harder for me to think of the men. Nate Hawkins. Ross Callahan. And then we'll do an 11th. We'll do an honourable mention because we did an 11th for the women, which would be Nate Hawkins. Or did I just say Nate Hawkins? I think I just said Nate Hawkins. Number 11 is either Nate Hawkins or Henry Turner. I can't remember which one I said first, but one of the two. All of the Hannah Grace men, basically, are amazing. So they're my favourite book characters. Favourite series, I have top 5. It's similar to Books That Define My Taste. Top 5 series for me are Chestnut Springs, Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, Magnolia Parks. I'm missing one. Magnolia Parks, Boys of Tommen, and ACOTAR. Top 5. They're my top 5 at the moment. I'm currently reading Throne of Glass. I feel like Throne of Glass will be my favourite series once I finish it. I'd prefer it to ACOTAR, but because I'm only on the 4th book, I don't want to include that as my favourite series because I haven't finished it. A series you're most excited to finish, which brings me nicely into a segue, which is Throne of Glass. I'm very, very excited to finish Throne of Glass. I think that's the only series I'm in the middle of at the moment. Well, like, technically, Beartown is a trilogy, so like I'm going to put the Beartown trilogy there. We'll put Throne of Glass. I have to read the 3rd book in the Rose Hill series, so that's a series I'm excited to finish, to get up to date with. I'm excited to get up to date with the Rebel Blue Ranch. Try saying that 3 times fast. It's really hard. I don't know. Is anyone else find it really hard? But I do. Boys of Tommen, I'm excited to finish that because it obviously hasn't finished yet and we have a new release coming out on the 27th of May. Magnolia Parks is another one obviously I'm excited to finish when they do eventually come out with the rest of them. But the ones I'm currently reading that I'm excited to finish is the Rose Hill Ranch series, the Rebel Blue Ranch series, the Throne of Glass series, and the Beartown trilogy. They're the 4 that are kind of on my radar at the moment that I'm excited for and to finish. Series that I'm most excited to start. I'm very excited to start the Harry Potter series because I've never ever read the Harry Potter series. So I am excited to start that. I am excited to start... Does it have to be a series? I'm going to do some standalones as well because there's some standalones that I am really excited to start, which is The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings, Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, releasing 10, which is out on May 27th. I'm excited to start the Addicted series. It's on my TBR every month. It's been on my TBR. I'm so excited to start the Addicted Calloway series. I've heard so much about it over the years from Des and Sarah and Larry, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to read the Addicted series. They're probably the ones I'm most excited to start at the moment. Maybe An Ember in the Ashes, the series that Sarah was reading a while back. There's so many I could count that I want to start, but they're the ones that are probably on my radar at the moment. Next is a book that you predict will be a favourite. I have 2, and they're looking at me right now, but I'm not going to get up and get them. Back after a momentary break, because I said I'd go, and I actually will just grab the 2 that I am predicting that will be a favourites of mine. I'm going to keep putting them off. I know I'm going to put them off because I'm not going to want, like... It'll probably be next April by the time we get another Emily Henry release, and I don't know about the next book in the Never series or the Magnolia Parks, or if this is a series, or if it's I think it's a standalone. I love Jessie Hastings and Emily Henry so much. Like, their writing is brilliant. I'm so excited to start them, and I do think that they're going to be a favourite. The next question is a personal favourite. I'm really excited for this one to show you all my special editions. It's favourite special editions / favourite book cover or your most beautiful book. So I have 2 above me that you can see, which is the mirror ones of Heartless and Powerless. They're the only 2 I got because they're my favourite in the series. I spent a hefty amount of money on them because I bought them after they stopped being published. So they were hella expensive, but they were worth it. Next, we have the Illumicrate, or is it Afterlight editions of Ali Hazelwood's books. So we have Not in Love, Love Theoretically, Love on the Brain, and the Love Hypothesis. I got the 3 of them. The Love on the Brain, Love Theoretically, and Love Hypothesis. I just take this off so you can see the dust jacket. It's the naked hardback without the dust jacket. It's beautiful. I got the 3 when they dropped from Illumicrate, these 3. And then I happened to find this second hand and I paid like €7 for it. I'm so lucky. So yeah, these are the 4. I love them so much. I think they're beautiful. I think they're stunning. Next is a personal favourite that I got for my birthday, which is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I did just see that Wildfire came out as the same type of edition in this, but in Australia. I mean, like, look at the naked hardback. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this. My boyfriend got this for me for my birthday. And I am going to be procuring Wildfire as soon as I can. Next is Archer's Voice. This is the special edition, and it's the annotated special edition. So we have, this is the cover, this is what the inside looks like, and this is what the naked hardback looks like. The naked hardback is gorgeous. And it has all of Mia Sheridan's annotations. So you get to read, I haven't read it yet, but you get to read the book basically from Mia Sheridan's point of view and what was going through her mind while she was writing this, which I think is so super interesting. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. And then last, but certainly not least, the Magnolia Park Specials Edition. They're absolutely gorgeous. These are my prized possession. You need to bury these with me when I pass away because these are beautiful. I cannot get over the art on these. I'll just open one of them just to show you the inside as well. So there's a lot of art on the insides and then on the back side. And then there's like a quote and it's all right. Oh, it's just it's gorgeous. The embossing's gorgeous. They, like, I mean, come on, like, they're stunning. They're all my favourite special editions and most beautiful books. I also have the American editions of Binding and Keeping 13 and Redeeming 6. I'm waiting for the other ones to come, but the American editions of the Boys of Tommen series are so beautiful. So beautiful. I hate the UK ones. I also want to get the indie ones, and I want to get the rugby ball cover ones. I want to get every edition of Boys of Tommen. So if any of you have it or know anyone with them, because I would pay ridiculous money for them. Number 12 is, if you could buy a book right now, what would you buy just for fun? Again, another lovely segue. All the Boys of Tommens. Every edition of Boys of Tommen I would buy. Because a series has never spoken to me more than this. I should just be the ambassador for Boys of Tommen. Like, all I do is speak about it. Chloe Walsh, hit me up. I also live in Cork, so we could be friends. Well, probably not, because considering you probably don't want to be friends with someone who is a fangirl of your books, but I absolutely love your books. And I know obviously Chloe Walsh is not going to be watching this, but she needs to know how much her books have impacted me. Like, oh, I can't talk about them enough. I'll start crying if I talk about them too much. So if I could buy a book right now just for fun, it would be the indie editions of The Boys of Tommen, and it would be the rugby covers of The Boys of Tommen, because I have the American editions, the Bloom editions coming. But it would be those two they're my top tier. If anyone wants to buy me anything, like my boyfriend, or my family, like, that's the way to my heart, is those. Number 13 is favourite bookish merch you own and shops you like. So I love We're going to try that again. I love literature stitches so much. I have so many tote bags, jumpers, sweatshirts, crew necks, t-shirts, everything from Literature Stitches. That's the company I would mainly go to for that. I will insert some pictures of me wearing Literature Stitches around here because I wear Literature Stitches all the time. Another bookish merch company I love is Fleur on Sundays. I normally will get the bookmarks from them. Their bookmarks are amazing. I love them so much. Every bookmark I use now is Fleurs on Sundays. They're the two main ones because it's very hard. House of Jupiter as well, sorry. I don't know why I didn't think of them. Particularly, I haven't bought anything else besides the Des and Sarah drops. So they're the only ones I've bought, but the quality of the stuff is amazing. They're the three I'm obsessed with because it is very hard in Ireland to get British and American brands, like bookish merch over here because of customs and all that. It's just so expensive. So, like, I love Threaded by Sabrina. I love her shop so much, but it's just so expensive to get the stuff shipped over here. So if there's any more I think of, I'll put them up around here. I'll put their businesses or I'll link them below. But they're the main ones that I would buy from myself. And then the last one is my favourite question because I love giving bookish creators like a shout out whenever I can, wherever I can. So I'm going to go through all my favourite bookish creators, which would be, I'll start obviously with Katie because I watched Katie and I saw this video and had to do it because of her. I have Larry Reeds, who I absolutely love, watch her all the time. Destiny Sidwell. Destiny Sidwell is the reason I wanted to start YouTube. So like her and Sarah Crowley, which is another one on my list. Love Sarah so much. Her videos are amazing. They're her Sarah and Des are the first two creators I came across and thought I want to be like them someday. But yeah, that's so Sarah and Des, and then we have Rachel Catherine from across the pond. I love Rachel and I love George's videos as well. I love Mel Reed's. I love Olivia Reed's A Latte. I also watch Megan Croce. Raven Haired Reader, which is Rachel, and I think they're all the ones I watch on YouTube that I can think of at the moment. They're the main ones. I love them all so much. I think they're amazing. I'm going to put up all of their YouTubes around here. And there's also other ones that I love from Instagram. There's too many to name off between TikTok and Instagram. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list all of them in the description and I'm going to put some of them above here. I'll put Instagram first and then I'll do TikTok creators. So you can see I consume so much content from Instagram, TikTok, YouTube that like it's mainly YouTube creators I watch obviously on YouTube, but then there's loads of creators I love that solely just post on TikTok or solely just post on Instagram. So those ones I will put up around here so that you can see and you can go check out their channels as well if you like them. But yeah, I love this video so much. I will link everyone's accounts below who I've mentioned and those who I haven't mentioned but have been shown in the pictures. I'll link them also below. I'll link the bookish merch shops that I spoke about below too. I will list the questions below. I do want to just thank Katie for showing this challenge. It's very interesting to look at all these favourites. And if you do the challenge, obviously credit Katie for it or tag me so that I can see your version of it after watching my video. And if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe and like, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Ah, shit. So many books to put away now. I don't know where I'm gonna